Welcome to a Java tutorial on how to use the date and the time classes inside of Eclipse. So I'm going to show you how to get the local date and the local time, and then how to mess around with the formatter. So the first thing is that we need to import a library called java.datetime. Now you can import everything just by doing star. But so this will import everything, and you don't need to import anything else. But for this sake, I'm going to just import what I need to be using, because I can show you a bit better. So here we import the local date. So now we're just importing, literally just to get access of our local date of today. So now you need to create an object of local date. So the way we do that, we create a local object. We'll give it a value of date, and then we go local date dot now. We want it to be now, and here it will store the date of today. And then if we print this out, you see we get the local date. So it goes year, month, day. We can change this around the format, which I will do a bit later, but that's the date. Let's say we want to get the local time, so we need to import another one, time, and then we do dot local, just dot local time. Yeah, the local time, and we'll do the exact same thing. We will create an object of this. So we do local time. Time is equal to local time, and obviously dot now. Keep doing that. But yeah. Same thing, if you print this out, you get the time, which this is the time, 11 past 8 in the morning. Let's say we want to combine this. One way of doing it obviously would be we do time plus date, and it will print this out here. But let's say there is another way of doing this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you can import java.time. I think this is local date time, and I should import it. Yes, exact same thing. You create an object, local date time. We do date time is equal to local date time dot now. And this will store the date and the time of now. So if we print this out, we go date, time, we run this, and you can see we get the date and then we get the time. Now, let's say we want to change the format. So I'm going to focus on one of these for now. So next thing you need to import is going to be import java.time. I'm going to go format this time. Format, you can go star, that'll import everything, but the one that we'll be using is DateTime formatter. You can just import star or import all, but just for a demonstration, I'm going to import only the thing that I need. So let's the best way of doing this, I'm going to use, I'm going to use local date time. So I'm going to use local date time, local date time. Now I'm saying here, so this is the date, that's the time. Okay, so in here we are storing the date and the time of now. So now let's say we want to format it a little bit more. So we will use this here. So we're going to create an object. We're going to do date. That's what I mean. Date time formatter, and I guess we'll go date, I don't know, altered, just so we can see. Go, same thing, DateTime formatter. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do dot of pattern right here, of pattern. So now there's a few ways we can set the format of it. Let's see. So I guess the first one that I can show you is going to be so here we're only setting the formats. We're not actually changing anything to do with the day. So let's say we want the format to be, so we'll do YYY, so that's the year, month, and then we'll do day. So that's the, I think that's the normal one, just the default. So whatever date we get as an output will be stored exactly like this. It'll be stored the year, the month, and the day. So now we need to give this pattern to the date that we have gotten. So then what we do is let's say, I think we need to create string. So we're going to create string. This is actually, I'm going to change this to pattern because that makes way more sense. Then we'll go new date, I guess. And then we're going to equal this to, so you see we have created this, so we're going to equal this to date dot, and then we're going to set a format of pattern of the pattern that we made. Now this will get the date that we got, and it's going to format it in this way, in the pattern that we have given. So if I print this out of new date, see that the first date was the full date that we have gotten, the date and time, and then let's say we only want the date. You can set a pattern of this. We can set it to a new string with the date that we gotten and a new pattern, and we can then print out a new date, and we have the new date. There are other ways that we can make a pattern. So there is also, so instead of using these semicolons, we can use slashes. So we do slash, dd slash mm slash y. You can see it will store like this. It will store the day, the month, and the year. That makes way more sense to me. There is also, yeah. So if you do 2m's, it will give you this, right? But if you use 3m's, now I don't know if it's going to work with a slash, but it might. If you use 3, yeah, it will give you the actual name, not the full name, just the shortened version. So if we do, for example, something like the 3m's, right? 3m's, and these have to be capitals. Well, I'll check, but I think they do anyway. If we do something like this, so we get 23rd of April 2022. I don't think it works with small m's. That might be an error. Yeah. See, so these has to be capitals. So a small capital, small. And there is one more thing I want to show you. Let's say we want to get the day, so the actual day. What we can do is we can do E and a comma. This will store the day. So if we go and run this, see, it's a Saturday. It's the 23rd of April 2022. So that's patterns. So that's E. I think if you only do E, you only get the day. So E is for today, the actual day. So yeah, so that's about it for dates and times. Hope you enjoyed and hope this was helpful.